You know, whenever you see flares on the road and a sign, it's typically not good. I don't know what's happening ahead, but somebody is putting flares down. So I'm hopeful that we can get through this road. Ella and I are making an unexpected trip to the orthodontist.
Don't we do these like every day?
Yeah.
I feel like they're all the time.
What, these trips?
These unexpected trips to the orthodontist.
They are. Why are we headed there today?
Well, I had a lot of work done yesterday, and I didn't realize it because you don't realize it when you're in the office, but they didn't cut my wire short enough on my bottom left side, so it's poking me.
Yes.
I'm leaving for Seneca Hills on Sunday. Today is Wednesday, so I don't want to have problems.
No, you don't want to have problems. I don't want to have problems with this construction. I try to leave myself extra time because the roadways between our house and everything are all under construction everywhere. So I leave extra time, but sometimes you can just not account for flares on the road. Whatever that's about. I did not realize until just now how big I did my hair today.
You did it really big.
But you know what? Big hair today means easy hair tomorrow. Because
well, you're not doing easy hair tomorrow. You have to look.
Tomorrow, yeah, Bubby, I can dry shampoo this and put it in like a messy bun or something that's really cute.
I don't know if you should do
Why? You don't like me in a messy
I
bun?
don't know. We need to discuss our outfits. We can't look the same.
What do you mean? Are you, oh, you're wearing a bun tomorrow.
No. Yeah, I am.
Why can't we look the same? We usually like to match. We're twins. We are having Ella's homeschool group over tomorrow morning for orientation for the new year, for the new school year, I should say. She's going into 9th grade. She's gonna be in high school. Anyway, we're having a bunch of people over, and we're meeting some people for the first time, so we have to bring it.
We have to bring it.
We have to bring it.
I don't know if those people from Georgia are gonna be here yet, though.
Oh yeah, there's some people that can't make it, Amy was telling me.
Who?
I can't remember names because it was people I didn't know. So I didn't have like a connection.
What time are they coming?
9:30. At least the house will be clean because I cleaned it this morning.
Yeah.
What are Evan and Grandpa working on today, I wonder? Man, my neck hurts.
They're going to Tractor Supply for something. I think it was, they got a new seat for the lawnmower at church, but somebody had already bought a new seat.
Oh, two new seats for the lawnmower.
They had to, like, return it or
Oh.
something like that.
That's good communication.
And Evan was buying licorice.
Evan has his own money and he buys candy. Because I won't buy it. Hate candy.
That makes sense.
Except Swedish fish. I love Swedish fish.
I'm getting my packing cubes today.
Oh, fun packing cubes. We should do a video like showing the packing cubes because they're really cute and I think they're gonna work well.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. You know, it's the essentials in life, right?
I take a lot of video on my camera, so I need that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. Leanne has amazing SEO content for you today, and the reason she does and that you should listen to her is because she's like #1 for Pittsburgh wedding photographer, and that is no easy feat. I know. Great. Before we begin, could we go down the row? Could you introduce yourself, where you're at with your photography, and what you're hoping to learn today?
The thing with SEO is that you guys are going to learn tons of information, but the big picture of everything that we talk about today is that you have to take it and you have to use it over time because SEO is a very like slow churning until it picks up and then it really starts to work for you kind of process. So fast, like hop into wedding photography, now you're doing it like crazy kind of process. And in that, the course of that time, I created this website and I started blogging. Well, you can imagine that whenever I had 0 weddings.
Which are contagious.
What are you saying, Dad?
Raw base.
Yeah. You know what's funny is I remember every lyric to that song. Like I could literally sit here and sing it.
Do do I'm not internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone because
I get stupid, I mean outrageous. Stay away from me if you're contagious. Cause I'm the winner. No, I'm not a loser. Being MC is what I choose her. I can do the whole song. Why do we remember that?
I don't know, I was putting on my scout shirt and I think I'm outrageous.
You are outrageous.
What?
He was rapping.
Happened?
Yeah. He was singing raw bass and he knows it really well. He's a rapper. He's internationally known. No, he's not internationally
I'm
known.
not.
That's funny.
I hope you washed that shirt.
Where, no, it says do not wash, Bobby.
not
Can't you read? Where are you guys headed?
We're gonna go do some mission work over at Ed's. Ed is not able to get out and about anymore,
Yeah.
and his homestead needs a little bit of weed whacking.
That's
from what I hear.
really nice of you to do. I'm proud of you guys. Please make sure you remain hydrated.
Yeah, we will.
She is not typical of her generation
She is not.
in a very good way.
It's funny,
That's funny. Mm-hmm.
So give us your take on malls. Why do people not go to malls anymore?
I don't know. You know, one time that was the in way to shop.
The
But
in place to go.
Now you're
for one thing, they're lazy.
Who's lazy? People?
People in general, everybody's lazy. You want to go to a place, especially if you're getting anything substantial, where you can drive up to the door, go close to the door,
Right.
walk in, get what you want, walk back out, put it in your car, and go home. You don't want to have to walk half a mile, through a mall to get some packages.
Tell that to the mall walkers.
Yeah,
They
they're
love walking.
They're not there for shopping. They're there for exercise. Like at Body Buzz, the most popular parking spots are the closest to the door.
I know, it's crazy.
That is funny. I will often park far away and think, God bless me with legs, and it's good exercise, unless it's pouring down rain or like crazy cold.
Mm-hmm.
But usually I don't
Don't.
care where I park.
It's not just film versus digital. It's like speed of delivery and stuff. Wedding photographers used to be atrocious. It was 6 months before you got your albums and stuff. And in today's world, that doesn't. If you can't deliver in a timely manner, and that's true in a lot of instances with a lot of things. It's like, when we were young, Sears and Roebuck was the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because they had those.
But their catalog,
Mhm.
it was catalog sales. And it took you a month to get anything.
Mm-hmm.
If you put an order in, if you got it in 30 days, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that now, you're going to get all kinds of negative reviews.
Nobody would shop with you.
And nobody will shop with you.
They want it in 2 days,
Yeah.
prime.
And Amazon realized that.
Mm-hmm. But Sears didn't.
Amazon realized real quick that one of the big gripes that people had about shopping online was the fees for delivery.
Fees
so
and
they just,
time.
So
Yeah.
they just raised their prices a
Alright.
little bit and
So they made it with 2 days and
free delivery.
free delivery. You sign up for Prime for
And everybody in the world signed up for it.
I love Prime.
And you have all the other advantages too. I mean, like our Echo, you can get. Oh no! Although I never get the music I want. But.
Sears is a classical example. About not changing,
Mm-hmm.
not keeping current kind of thing. They had every advantage in the world. At one time they were dominant.
Mm-hmm.
All they had to do was keep up with the times,
Mm-hmm.
and they would have been the new Walmart.
But you wouldn't shop with them.
That's because they made me mad. Their customer service thing.
What year was that?
Ooh, 1970, something like that.
And you never shopped there
was
again.
a-
Never
little
again. I
later.
never went through their door again. Then Now that would have probably occurred naturally anyway because of the changing retail market
But
and
not
stuff.
quite so.
But it wouldn't have been so sudden. And that's a good example of why customer relations are important. That's why Amazon's so good about returns and stuff.
No questions.
Yeah.
So what happened at Sears?
Technology was changing. Okay.
No, she wants to know what happened
telling-
with you.
Yeah, he has to he has to explain it through this big long story.
I have to give the whole story.
Oh boy.
I was building a house down there out of oak. Oak is a very hard material to work with. They had, but at that time, just regular steel saw blades. I had to sharpen my saw blades every day, you know, which fortunately I knew how to do. You know, and somebody said to me, "Hey, you ought to try." They just came out with something called carbide tip blades. You ought to try one. They're really great. So we bought everything at Sears. So I go up to Sears and they got these 8-tooth blades. Today 40-tooth is standard, but 8-tooth blades on sale for $10, or it was $10 for a saw blade. And I thought, $10, I'll take a chance on it. I'm going to try it. I had that blade for a year before it needed sharpening. I mean, it was incredible. I was as happy, I couldn't have been any happier. The pamphlet I got with the blade said, if you need the blade resharpened, take it back to Sears. They'll resharpen it for $2, no, not $2, 50 cents a tooth. That'd be $4 to sharpen it. Okay. After a year, it gets dull. I take it up to the service center. I'd like my blade sharpened. I go back a week later to pick it up. The guy says, that's $16.50.
Uh-oh.
I said, no. I said, I only paid $10 for the blade, and the slip I got with it said it'd be sharpened for 50 cents a tooth. And he said, well, these last a long time. You can't expect that price to be good forever.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's only a year ago, you know. So I argue back and forth with him. I'm getting madder by the minute. So I go back over to the Sears store. They got the same blade sitting on their shelf, $10. I take the little folder out of it, 50 cents a tooth
It
to
says
sharpen.
the same thing.
I get the folder, I take it back down to the service center. I'm only gone like 15, 20 minutes. I showed the guy, I said, see right here, it says 50 cents. He said, I told you that's not good forever. I said, hey, I just stole this out of your store up there, out of a new blade sitting there
Goodness.
like 5 minutes ago, and you're still selling them, and it's still saying 50 cents a tooth. He said, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. It's $16 or you don't get your blade.
Oh no.
And I said, there's new ones up there for $10. Why in the world would I pay you $16 to resharpen this? Yeah. I want to talk to your manager.
Oh, here it comes.
He's not here today.
Maybe this poor guy didn't have any authority
Maybe he
to
didn't, but I said to him,
override
I
this.
said, we buy everything at Sears. I said, we spend $5,000 a year at Sears. I said, I'm never setting foot in another store, Sears store again.
Oh, and he's
Ever.
a man of his word.
And he said, if that's the way you feel about it, I can't help it.
Uh-oh. I wonder who that guy was. We should look him up.
And I never did. You know, it's just, you know.
And you did.
Where was he getting his pricing information from, I wonder?
I don't know. You know, but
Did you get your blade?
no, I
No.
left it there. I wasn't going to spend $16. I could go back to the
Yeah.
store and get a new one for $10.
Yeah.
Why would I give him
Yeah.
$16?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
Oh, man. And that was 46 years ago.
and we spent,
Are you listening, Sears?
we bought everything at Sears. We bought major appliances. We bought clothes.
Yeah, everything, because it was mostly the only option at the time.
Yeah, and
Right.
they had everything, you know, kind of thing. All my tools and stuff I bought at Sears.
We
Well-
got our cars inspected at Sears.
Yeah,
we bought
tires,
at Sears.
everything.
Where did you shop after that? Because it wasn't like there was a Lowe's and Home Depot.
Anywhere but Sears. Yeah. I think Kmart was coming online then or something. But, it was inconvenient for me, undoubtedly, you know.
You should have went back and spoken with the manager. Maybe that gentleman did not have the authority, or he didn't know, or maybe he just wasn't real bright, or maybe he was having a bad day. You should have called.
That's Sears' problem, not mine.
Okay.
No.
Just an
I
idea.
know. How many appliances have we bought since then?
I'll bet just in our lifetime, that's $250,000 in lost sales that Sears experienced
And that's one person.
because of one.
Yeah, so if they do
had-
that to other people, they would.
For a $10 blade.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't.
Amazon would love this story.
Yeah.
This should go in a book. They'd show it to their trainees and say, listen, you upset one person, you could lose $250,000 in sales over the life of that person, but you upset 10 people, 20 people, 50 people.
Well, it is,
And they're sneezers.
And they're sneezers, right, Mom? Millions of dollars lost.
well, every time this subject comes up at all, if anybody says anything about Sears, I am quick to badmouth Sears. You know, I tell
Clearly.
everybody my experience there. You know, this is what happened to me at Sears. You think Sears treats you right? Well, listen to what happened to me.